Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela, and I want to say this is my fourth or fifth Flosstube update. I'll look just to make sure, because it will bother me. Let's see. I'm lying, it's my sixth. Okay, so my sixth Flosstube update. Today we're going to be talking about my May WIPS and what my plans are for the month of June. I've been gone since like the end of January. Truthfully, life just got really busy and weird. I also lost my desire to stitch, so that was a whole thing. And my boyfriend left about 2 weeks ago to be gone for 8 months, so I was just gonna spend quality time with him before he left. And yeah, so now that he's gone, I have all this time to cross stitch, so we will get into it because that's what you guys came for. Short and sweet on where I've been. So this month I worked on 6 WIPS, and I had 2 new starts and no finishes. So let's see, let me find where we started. I keep everything written down like in a planner on what I worked on, what days I worked on them. Okay, so the first project that I worked on, this project bag, when I was not in my like wanting to cross stitch, I was making project bags. So all the project bags you see were made by me. The first project that I worked on was A Quilter's Dream by Modern Folk Embroidery. I think they're mowing outside my apartment complex right now, so if you guys can hear that, sorry. So this is stitched with, there's so much just hanging out here. This is stitched with DMC 778 and DMC 3688. So doing a monochrome pink. This is stitched on 36 count oat from Bestitch Me. And I do have, let me scoot over a little bit. I do have before pictures. Let me adjust the light a little. I do have before pictures just because I did film a video last month, or I intended to film a video last month, and I filmed it, but then when I watched it back, it was super quiet and I kept dropping everything. So I was just like, I don't feel like refilming that. So I do have pictures from that video on what these looked like before the month of May. So this is where A Quilter's Dream is now. I'm not sure if you can see the differentiation in color because that pink is so light it almost kind of blends in with the fabric just a little bit, but what you're seeing is the first page. So where the dark pink ends on this side and on the bottom is the first page. And it's 6 pages total, so it's 3 across and 2 down. So that was the first project. I worked on that from May 1st to May 5th. Let's see. It's really fun to work on, and the colors really go well together. The fabric is the weave is tighter, I think, with Bestitch Me than what it actually says, because this feels like a really tight 36 count, but we're making it work. Once I like stitch on it for a day or so, I kind of get used to the count and it's not so bad. All right. Next up, after A Quilter's Dream, I worked on, I'll show you guys the picture. Let's find it. This is Japanese Garden. It's a Dimensions gold collection. Try to take some of the glare off. And currently on this project, I am like over here, just in these trees. So I'll throw up a before picture, and this is where I got it to. I didn't do a whole lot of work on it. I maybe filled in like a row or so. If anyone has any tips on how to get pencil out of Ada, this was before I discovered invisible ink pen, like wash away ink pens, or like, you know what I'm talking about. They're blue, and when you put water on them, they wash away. So yeah, I have a couple projects with pencil marks, and I'm really worried that, like, because over here it's really sparse and it's not all filled in, because like the pattern, it's not filled in. So it's like, I'm gonna see pencil marks through this and when I frame it, so I'm worried. So if you guys know tips, let me know. This is stitched on a 16 count Ada that was provided in the kit. Last time, the Quilter's Daydream, that one was stitched 1/2. But yeah, this one is a giant mess in here, so. That one was from the 6th to the 10th of May. Let's see what's next. Next up is another Modern Folk Embroidery piece. I'll have to put a picture up over here because I don't have a cover photo printed out. This one is Quaker of Hearts. And let me show you the floss that I'm using on this. This is DMC 3837. And I wonder, I don't know, I had a, I'll talk about this later, but I may steal one of these skeins if that's the one that I'm missing. So it's a really deep purple. And this is being stitched on 36 count Lavender Fields from Forbidden Fiber Company. And this is where it is now. I'll put the picture over here on what it looked like before. Inside this first little Quaker medallion with the hearts over here, there is a date, and I'm gonna rechart that to be the date that me and my boyfriend, like the year me and my boyfriend started dating. But this is the top, and I'm pretty sure like down here at the very bottom is the bottom of the chart. So I'm sitting at like 50% on this. Let's see what my stitch count is. I apologize, I'm prepared, but not as prepared as I would like to be. Let's see. So it is a total of 5,487 stitches, and I'm sitting at 3,032 stitches at 55%. So I am in love with this. I love the Forbidden Fiber Co. 36 count, and this is stitched 1/2. I also like 1/2 on certain types of projects. But sometimes I want it to look nice and full and thick, so. This is in this project bag, which is a white inside. I really enjoyed making project bags. And then I made so many that I got tired of making them, so love that. Okay, next up, I had a new start, and this one is, let me pull out the cover photo for you guys. This one is Lord of the Rings Bookshelf by Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy. I'm stitching this for my friend Andrew. He is a big Lord of the Rings nerd. He has, I want to say he counted it, and he has like 150 different copies of the books, or that's like maybe he's got 150 total. He's got a lot of different copies. But this is something I'm working on for him. This is stitched on 14 count Ada. I worked on this for like 2 days, and it's a lot of block stitching. So I got the first book stitched and then part of the second book. So the first book on here was that I stitched was Two Towers, and this red one is Return of the King. It's a lot of block stitching, and the back stitching is over, it's like in between the holes on the Ada, so I'm gonna have to get a sewing needle to really be able to pierce the fabric and the stitches that I've already done to get the back stitching to lay correctly. But I'm doing this off of, it's a PDF pattern, but there are fractional stitches, so I am just doing it on GoodNotes, so I don't have a percentage or anything. And this is my first time doing fractional stitches, and I had to do a lot of research. I kind of wish I would have done this on like a linen, just so I wouldn't have to do so many fractional stitches, but it's a good learning experience, I think. So I worked on that for like a total of 2 days, from the 16th to the 17th. And then next up, what I worked on, this was the project that was originally supposed to be in this 5-day rotation. And this one, let me pull out the cover photo for you guys. And maybe I can get the glare off. This is Bayside Cottage from Dimensions. It's a gold petite. This one's another one. If you know how to get pencil out of Ada, please let me know, because this one's so cute and I have ruined it with my gridding on here. This one was supposed to be worked on from the 16th to the 20th, but I think I only got like about 3-ish days. But this one was started back in February, and I just haven't shown it to you guys since then. So this is what this looks like. I worked on this quarter of the project the first time I had this out, finished it completely with the back stitch, and then I'm working on this quarter of the project and, you know, doing back stitch as I go. I had to add some felt up at the top because it was not fitting in my Q-snap the way that I wanted it to. But next time I bring it out, I'm gonna work on this section to fill in this top half and then some back stitch. But yeah, it's very cute. It's very fun to work on. All right, and then I had another new start. This project was calling me by my full government name. Like, it was sitting in my closet screaming at me to start it. I'll have to, no, I won't have to throw in a picture. I do have a picture of what this looks like. This is Bountiful Bookshelf. It is artwork by Amy Stewart, but it's a Heaven and Earth design. This is my first large full coverage piece. This has like 350,000 stitches. So far I've done 1,786, and I am making this like a daily project for me, just because like if I don't do it daily, I'm gonna not die before I finish it. But here's where it's at. It's stitched on a 25 count easy grid, 2/110 stitch or half cross. I have a hanging thread. I've done my 120 stitches for the day. I'm gonna talk about this more when I get to plans, but yeah. And I have to keep telling myself that this is going to be pixelated. Like, it's gonna look slightly weird just because it's a cross stitch of a picture. And it's not the supersized max color one, so it's gonna look a little weird. I just have to keep telling myself that, and I have to keep telling myself about the 3-foot roll, or I'm gonna stop stitching on this project because I am worried. But it's really fun to work on. I'm getting used to this easy count because like I was very confused at first. I was like, what am I supposed to do? But we figured it out. So since I've started this, I started this on the 19th of May. I've worked on this every day since then, doing like about 120-ish stitches per day. So we'll bring this back out in plans. Let me grab one of these projects down here. Put my floss back in this one. Okay, this one I don't keep in a special project bag. It has like 90 colors, so I just have it in one of these big Amazon plastic type bags, and it doesn't fit in its bag, but that's fine. So after the Haid, I started working on from the 21st to the 25th. I was working on, let me find a cover photo. This is Another Dimensions Gold Petite, and it's the coffee shop one. I'm pretty sure Liz Matthews is doing a stitch along with this right now, but I have kind of fallen off the stitch along and just stitched what I wanted to. I will put a before picture in, and this is where I am with it now. I had to add felt to this because this was not fitting in my Q-snap the way I wanted it to, but this is where I am now. What I worked on this last time, I filled in the top part and the sign here, did the back stitching on the sign and up top, and then I tried to start to fill in the windows just a little bit because I started doing this originally with the stitch along, so I have like all of these just hanging out here on this card, and I was running out of space on my card, so I was like, let me use up some of these. So I'll bring it in close for you guys to see. The back stitch just really does it for me. It makes it so pretty. But yeah, I had so much fun stitching on this. Let's see. After that one, I'll have to find the full picture of this next one. This, I believe, is on a 18 count Aida that came with the kit. Same with the Bayside Cottage, was 18 count Aida. So this next one, let me find a full picture of it, because I have this in a stitch along form. Where is the last one? Here it is. So this is what it's going to look like at the very end. This is the Haunted Mansion stitch along from Tidy Modernist. This came out in like 2018, but I found it at my LNS and decided that I wanted to stitch it specifically for the scientists here, because I am a scientist. I started this back in April, like towards the end of April, and I've had maybe like 7 or 8 stitching days on it. But this one is being worked on from the 26th to the 31st. So I'm gonna get some more stitching done on it, and I'll just show you guys the progress in the next video. So I have done the full top part of the mansion, and I'm working on building out the rooms now. So I think I'm gonna build out the rooms and then go back at the very end and do like all the stuff like the trees and the bats and stuff on the outside. I'll show you guys what this fabric looks like. It's perfect. This is 18 count Resolution from Forbidden Fiber Company. This was a fabric of the month, and I thought it was perfect for this. I did swap out some floss in here because when I kitted this up, my Michaels did not have everything that I needed, so I was like, let me just use some Roxy Flossco stash. So I'll tell you guys what I swapped out. I swapped out DMC 828 with Atlantic, which is this blue, light blue. The light purple that you see here up top is Prince Charming. The dark blue was supposed to be DMC 3768, but it is See For Yourself. And then the orange here in the moon, I believe was supposed to be DMC like 970 or something. 740, my bad. And it's called Under the Wire. And I think it just kind of adds a little bit to this. This is being stitched 2/1, just because I wanted it to be nice and bulky and plush. And that's pretty much all I worked on that's basically all I worked on. That was a lot of stuff that I worked on for the month of May. We'll talk plans now. And for June, I am hoping for a month of finishes for June. I have 6 projects that I'm hoping to finish in the month of May, or not the month of May, June, because they are very close to being a finish. There's a couple that are some stretch goals, so we'll see if that happens, but with the way that I stitch, it might be possible. Hi, baby. What you doing? What are you doing? That's my little boy under there. So, first project that I'm gonna try to finish, which should be super easy. This one is, I believe my friend Andrew got this at like a bookstore. It's the just a mini embroidery cross stitch kit. It's just some flowers. I've done like maybe 30 stitches on this thing. I don't remember when I started this. I think I started it like at work one day, but yeah, here it is. This should be, I could finish this in like an afternoon. Because there's, I think 7 or 8, 10 colors, my bad. There's 10 colors, but that's where it is beforehand. Next up, the one that I'm really wanting to finish. I started this one back in October, and it is so close. Like there's like a quarter of this project left to do. This one, let me find the cover photo, is, wow, Fall Oak by Mill Hill. That's what that looks like. And this is stitched on 14 count Aida. I have done everything except the beading in like this very far corner here. You guys can see the sparkle of the beads. What? But yeah, the goal is to finish beading this month, and I'm gonna wait. I have the other 3 because this is a quartet, so I have spring, summer, and winter, and I'm gonna try to finish them before I frame them, and I might try to frame them either all together or all in the same frame or something. But yeah, that is slated for my second finish, hopefully, which it's very doable. Like, it won't take that long, probably another afternoon or so. Next up, my next one that I want to finish, this one is, I am messing up all these papers, Strawberry Cafe by Erin Elizabeth Designs. This is what this looks like. This is stitched on 18 count pumpkin patch from Forbidden Fiber Company, stitched 2/1. And all I have left is this final third of this project and the back stitching on the clock, and then here in the middle there's some back stitching there. And yeah, this is also one that's doable. I have the whole month, so hopefully we can get some finishes out of this, but I really want to frame this and put it up for the summer. Next up is a Christmas one that should have been done like very close to Christmas, because this was a stitch along. This is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Christmas Wonderland stitch along, and I got really bored with this and just stopped stitching on it, and I have not stitched on this I think since December. I started this like back in September or so, but I'm almost done. I just have like this bottom of the chart here to finish. This is stitched on 32 count gray Lugana from Zoyert, 2/2, with the floss that came in the kit. So it should be a finish, hopefully, if I just really work towards it. I don't know, every time I bring it out, I'm like, this again, I don't know. I was bored with it, and I just kind of stayed bored with it. But it comes and goes. These last 2 are like my, it's gonna be a stretch to finish, maybe. If I work really hard the first half of the month, then maybe I can get these other 2 finished. This one is Spring Oak by Mill Hill, so I'm almost finished with this one. Or well, not quite almost finished. I still have cross stitching to do, and I'm not quite on the beading yet, but here's to hoping. And this is stitched on 14 count Ada that was provided in the kit. And this is where this one's at. So I have to finish the border and this part of the tree, and then fill this in down here, and there's some grass and some people and stuff that need to be filled in, but we'll see. It's a stretch, but we'll try it. And then my last one, actually I have another project that I want to talk about after this one. This one I showed you in my worked on it last month. This one is Quaker of Hearts by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm sitting at like 55%. I want to try to finish this. We'll see. It may be a stretch, but it goes pretty fast like once you actually get in there and stitch it. So yeah, we're hoping this is a finish next month. There's not many medallions left. I think this one, there's like a partial like over here, and that's it for like the length of the chart. So we'll try it. There's like, I think I have 2,000 stitches left or something. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is this the Heaven and Earth design ones that I showed you. Bountiful Bookshelf by Amy Stewart. This is what it looks like. I want to get a page finish in June on this, and I calculated it, and based on, I'm going to recalculate it also, but based on how many stitches I have currently, I should be able to get the page finish if I do like 120-ish stitches a day. But I am going to recalculate it before the month starts, so I just know how many to do every day. But it is doable, because this is the bottom part of this page, and then this is the far side, so it's a lot of fill-in, I guess. And it's a lot of the same color here in the middle, because it's like the book here is red, but we'll see. sorry for all the hanging threads. So yeah, that's what I've been working on in May. That is my plans for June. If I do end up finishing all of these projects and still have some time left over, I'm just going to continue to work on this one, my Heaven and Earth design one, and see how far I can get on it. I'm also going to work on FFOing some things. I have some projects that are in my closet that are done and mounted to foam. I just need to lace them and put them in frames, and then I have some that I need to put into like hoops and make into ornaments. So maybe I'll just work on this Heaven and Earth design one and work on actually FFOing some things. So we can have some artwork for the house. I think this wall behind me, I'm gonna try to make this my new filming spot. This is my bedroom. I want to fill it up with cross stitch that's finished. So, yeah, I will see you guys at the end of June. And we'll see how many finishes I get. I hope you guys have a great June, great start to the summer, and wear your sunscreen and stay cool. Bye guys.